Can you believe it? Just 2 more weeks and our class is over. It's gone fast for me, and I bet it's gone quickly for you too. This week we are finishing up our summary and response papers and moving into our research report. On Monday and Tuesday, we will meet to go over the drafts of your summary response papers. You will use the feedback from those conferences to revise before you hand in your final essay. Let's look at your assignments for this week. On Sunday night, your quizzes for your Easy Writer Improvement Plan are due. Remember, you need at least 2 quizzes from the easy section and 1 quiz from the harder section for each area you need to work on. Some areas don't have harder quizzes, and in that case, go ahead and just do 3 easier ones. Be sure you're not taking the same quiz over and over until you score 70% or higher. I don't want you to just memorize the answers. Instead, if you don't pass one quiz, go find another to take until you have scored 70% or higher on 3 of them. Those are worth 100 points, so don't forget about them or leave them until Sunday night. You then have some readings for this week and this link to the library video tutorials. Since we can't go as a class to the library and have the librarian go over the ins and outs of the library with you, then we'll go on a virtual tour of what the library has to offer. Be sure to click through and watch all these links so you know how to do research using the library. This information will be really important to you as you work on a research report over the next 2 weeks and then as you move on into your other classes. This week we could begin our research report and we continue to learn more about working with sources and plagiarism. I cannot overemphasize how important it is that you cite your information correctly in text and on your Works Cited page if you're using MLA and a resources page for those using APA. If you plagiarize, even unintentionally on the final draft, I must turn it into Academic Affairs. Plagiarism is taken very seriously here at SNU. If you have any questions about if you're citing something correctly in text or at the end of your paper, please don't hesitate to ask. I really enjoy research and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. You can also check for some plagiarism in your paper by returning to where you uploaded your paper's draft and looking at the originality report. Turn it in won't catch everything, but they can give you a good idea about many possible plagiarism issues. If you're unsure how to check your originality report, please see the Student Resources link on the right-hand side of our Moodle homepage. Then we have the reminder about your conferences and the final summary response essay. And finally, you'll begin working on your research report this week. Now let's look at a few of these assignments in more depth. Here are your readings for this week. They go over how to write an essay and will take some time for you to work through, so please give yourself enough time. Then you have your research report instructions here. Note that this is a research report and not an argument paper. Here you're choosing a topic and research question and then reporting on what you find, not taking a stance one way or the other. If you want to write an argument paper, continue on with me to Comp 2 in a few weeks, but here you're simply reporting on the research you find. The main difference is that in the report you're presenting the information you find, but in the argument you're raising and countering the objections of your opposition as well. Here, only focus on your information. In week 6, we will be going over your drafts together in a conference. Your draft will be due at your conference time. Sometime before your conference, email me your draft so we both have it as we begin your conference. The better the draft you bring to your conference, the better feedback I can give you as you revise towards your final draft. Keep in mind here, there's also a big difference between revision and editing. Revision is just that, re-seeing your paper again. You want to look at the support you give. Is it working for your paper? Do your transitions work well? Your organization should be so tight that I can't shift the paragraphs around and improve your paper. Does your research support your thesis? If not, one of them needs to change. Is your introduction interesting and grabbing your reader's attention? Does your conclusion do more than just summarize your paper? Are you citing correctly everywhere you need to? Does each section link the ideas in that section back to your thesis? Are you clearly explaining all your ideas instead of assuming your readers understand? All of these questions are ones you should think about as you revise. Editing, on the other hand, is simply looking for errors in spelling and grammar. If you have any questions as you read over these instructions, please send me an email and ask. I love research and I'm happy to help. Then on 5.3, you'll practice working with sources. Your work here will let me be able to check your understanding of citing correctly information in the text. On 5.4, you'll get more practice with avoiding plagiarism. Here I do not want you to simply summarize what you read. Instead, you need to reflect on and analyze what you have learned from these readings. On Thursday, you have your final draft of your summary response due. Then on Sunday, you have your plan for your research report due. After you turn in your summary response paper on Thursday, you should begin research for your research report. On Sunday, you will tell me what your topic is. give a working thesis and a working outline. This means that you will probably revise them as you write, but they at least give you a starting point. After you turn these in on Sunday night, you'll begin working on your draft, which will be due at your conference time in week 6. Then on Sunday, you also have a Works Cited or resources page for those using APA due. This will allow me to check your sources and make sure you're citing them correctly. You also have your EasyWriter quizzes due on Sunday. I'll be retrieving them from the EasyWriter gradebook, so be sure you're putting in my email as you take them, otherwise I will have no record of them. Then finally on Sunday, you have your Week 5 journal. I know this seems like a lot, but I know you're able to do it. You are so close to being done. Go ahead and also sign up for a conference during week 6 and let me know if you have any questions as you work through the information this week. Have a great week.